Hi, it's Ross here again. We got our signed into our nice shiny new dashboard. So one of the first things we're gonna want to do is start building a few files. So what kind of files we're gonna look after? Well, I guess the place where I started was with my repairs and maintenance on my equipment, because it was information that I wanted myself. Plus, under Canada Gap, it's known as Form I, equipment maintenance, repairs, cleaning, and calibration. So we'll hit our little hamburger menu up in the top left and click on a new file. So the name of the file is just whatever you call the piece of equipment. So the old 7400, I'll put that in there as the name, and then I can give them a little more detailed description in here. If you want to enter the serial numbers, you always have those on hand, whatever you want to put in there. I've put tire size in there. A wide array of things pertaining to that one unit. Question checklist. I'll show you this in a bit, but I usually always add a question to each piece of equipment that I'm putting in here. So in this case, we're going to use, is this unit in good working condition? Just to have a question in there. So once you get that typed in, make sure that you hit on the plus right beside it. Now you can add as many questions as you want. If you want your crew, every time they go in, you can put check the motor oil, check the hydraulic oil, however you want to do it. If you want to make a list, it'll handle a lot of questions under each file, but each time an entry is made into that file, all the questions have to be checked off. So I guess with my equipment and my Form I just simply put, is this unit in good working condition? And we'll hit submit. New file available in your owned folder. Okay, so I'll go into my owned folder, and now I'll hit my 7400 to make sure it caught. Yeah, here's the YouTube tutorial thing where the YouTube channel is. And the first thing I want to do is add it to my dashboard. These files work independent of the dashboard, so it basically has to be added. If you hit the punch button at the top, it takes you clear back to your dashboard. Okay, there's my 7400 top left. So where am I going to put it? Well, I should create a folder to put it in. This is all my equipment. So I'm going to build a folder for my equipment. And within my equipment, I'm going to build another folder I'm going to call tractors. You can drill down infinitely into these folders, and it works out to however way you want to organize your dashboard. Okay, so now back into my ads. I'm going to hit the top right, and I'm going to move this file, and I'm going to take it from here into my equipment and into my tractors and hit move here. Successfully moved. Good. And it disappeared from my ads folder. Now, you can move these folders around your dashboard once you get it built. This changes it on your dashboard, so if you go home and you're working on your laptop, it's moving it everywhere, not just here. The only thing that you can't really do is you can't mess around with the top 4 folders at the top. They're built as part of the system. So now let's go in and make an entry. Drill down in to my 7400, and there's my file. Down in the bottom right hand corner, I want to make a new entry, so I'll just hit the plus button. Is this unit in good working condition? So today we're going to mark it as a caution, because this thing needs, we've been out picking rocks, and it could use a little clean. When I mark the question off as a caution, it was for a specific reason, which we'll see right now. Would like to use your location. Sure. File entry created. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and since I made the entry as a caution, this will automatically show up in your problems folder. Now, under the Canada Gap program, they call this deviations and corrective actions, but I use it for a rainy day list. So if there's ever a piece of equipment or something that needs your attention, if you mark a question off as either yellow or red, it will appear in here. So we want to go back in, and we'll say that I washed this today. If you want to add a before and after picture, if you want to attach any kind of file, you can just poke on the attach file button and it'll take a photo, or you can browse wherever you want to do. If you want to add invoices from the local John Deere dealership, keep track of your bills on this machine, I guess that is totally up to the user. So this time I've passed it, so I hit submit. File entry created. And it's now gone out of my problems folder. So let's go back into our 7400, and I want to share it. I want to send it to the rest of my crew so that they can also make entries into this file. So if there's a mechanic working at the shop that does most of your work around the farmyard, hit share file. You can send it with text or email or however you prefer to send links. And then once they open that file, then they can add it to their dashboard, and when entries are made, then it will be their username that appears on the entry. I started, I guess, with the Form I because I wanted the equipment maintenance records for myself in the beginning, and as agriculture gets more and more mechanized, there's more and more equipment that needs more and more attention, basically. So that's where I started with Form I. We'll work on from there, and there'll be more videos down the road. And like I say, good luck.